Ladies and gentlemen, this is DVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Overnight, the Russian military launched a number of drones against Ukraine. The UAVs were used for strikes in the city of Marhanets in the Dnipro region, said the head of the local military administration. Now, according to the official, 9 people were killed in the attack and 30 wounded when a drone struck a bus carrying workers. In Odessa, 2 people were wounded in a Russian drone raid. 3 people were wounded in Poltava as a result of attack that targeted exclusively civilian infrastructure of the city, stated by the Ukrainian State Emergency Service. On the front line in the Pokrovsk sector, according to military tracking project Deep State, Ukrainian troops have pushed the Russian forces back south of Udachne. Russian military journalist Kotenok has indirectly confirmed the reports, saying that Moscow's forces are working to recapture their positions in the eastern part of the village. In addition, he notes that Russian troops were also slightly pushed back in Lysivka. Now, according to a Ukrainian serviceman deployed in the area, white vehicles without the slightest sign of camouflage are being used during Russian assaults in the Pokrovsk sector, effectively moving across the battlefield in full view, making no attempt to conceal their presence from drones or scouts. Now, turning to the Middle East, a Houthi ballistic missile fired at northern Israel sent thousands to bomb shelters earlier this morning. The Israel Defense Forces said the missile was probably intercepted successfully by air defenses. Alerts rang out as a precaution against falling missiles and interceptor debris, which has in the past caused injuries, even deaths. Explosions from the interceptions were heard in Haifa and the Sharon region. An explosion of a yet undetermined cause has wiped out a Russian ammo storage site located west of the village of Barsovo in the Vladimir region. The facility was known to house a wide array of munitions and weapons, including artillery shells, missiles, MLRS systems, components for air defense systems, and tactical missiles such as Tochka-U. Footage and reports from the area indicate a series of secondary detonations, suggesting the blast triggered a chain reaction among the stored munitions. The full extent of the damage and potential casualties remains unclear, but the incidents represent a significant blow to Russia's logistics and reserves.
Волна какая.
Охренеть!
Вот это да.
Еб в рот! Мужики, аккуратно, выходите из здания все! Все из здания выходите, сложится на... Да, из здания всех выгоняй! Сейчас сложится на...
Ukrainian forces continue precision strikes against enemy positions near the border. Artillery units and BM-21 Grad multiple rocket launchers delivered powerful fire missions on Russian troop concentrations and fortified buildings in the city of Susha. In the Kursk region, the operation targeted shelters and strongholds used by occupying forces aiming to disrupt logistics, suppress enemy fires, and eliminate threats near the front line. The strikes are part of an ongoing campaign to degrade Russian military capabilities along the northeastern axis. Drone operators from the Wormbusters crew, part of the elite Birds of Magyar unit, successfully intercepted and disrupted an attempted Russian push in one of the eastern sectors of the front. Using precision FPV drones, the team targeted enemy personnel mid-operation, stopping the incursion before it could escalate. The strike not only checked the push, but also caused visible damage to the enemy formation, showcasing once again how agile drone warfare is reshaping the battlefield in Ukraine's favor. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.